What's up guys, it's Punchy, and it's about time to show you the true power of the reworked Railblade with some crazy stuff that's now possible. In the previous Deepwoken update, the Railblade Greatsword lost its properties as a legendary weapon while gaining the option to be enchantable. This single change opens up an infinite amount of possibilities and confirmable combos that weren't options before, but it didn't come without cost. The Railblade has received sizable nerfs that realistically cannot be ignored. First off, the Railblade critical got some huge hits all around the board. Both crits suffered from an overall damage nerf, bringing down its maximum DPS, but I don't think it's really that bad. I think having options is way more valuable than dealing damage, and it's still viable either way. What's worse came to the critical application. The grounded Railblade critical lost its hyper armor fully, which almost killed the entire move. The basic Railblade crit is a high damage option that slams into opponents, knocks them down, and it's followed up by a secondary slash that lights them on fire. The issue about this crit is the slow and honestly annoying startup, which dies to almost any move. Be careful because anything cancels this option, like sprint attacks, other M1s, or criticals, basically anything, and it results in a combo onto you right after. Just remember, we no longer have hyper armor, so keep an eye out and play safely. The aerial crit suffered a similar fate with the addition of N-lag, which punishes players that whiff their attack. It's really not too bad, and I think this should have been added from the start, but again, crit damage went down, and you have to play safely to use both of these criticals. Now, onto the fun part. The Railblade is now a weapon that can use enchants, and there's a few specific things I wanted to test out and show you guys. Currently, the appearance of these enchants aren't fully working, but they should resemble other weapons in the following weeks. Let's start off with a few viable options that I think work best with the new Railblade. First, the Tears of Edenkite. On a successful critical hit, you're spawning in even more pressure with high damage auto-tracking bubbles. The knockdown combo isn't exactly true or confirmable damage with the Tears, but it can push enemies back and keep you safe for the meantime. No matter if you're in the air or on the ground, the Tears of Edenkite is a fun yet unreliable option that builds up heavy damage and makes landed crits a bit safer. Another option if you want a really viable crit, try out Nemesis. It's fairly basic, but the Nemesis enchant works well with the Railblade, turning your crit into an instant teleport that does heavy posture damage, if not a one-shot on posture. Since this greatsword swings extremely fast for its weapon class and has unique M1s, we have the option to use a really nice crit. For those who absolutely dislike the changes made to the criticals, but you want to use the Railblade, I recommend this option. You keep the special M1s and appearance, but you get a better crit. Now, my favorite enchant and one of the most viable has gotta be Stone. I'll be honest, the visual is pretty terrible for this option since it ruins the drip, like it's pretty nasty, but you know, you don't run Stone to be clean. Anyway, increased posture damage on M1s and your critical can be very important alongside the Railblade's great range and very fast speed. It's easy to snipe players with the grounded critical slash from the edge of its hitbox, and after some testing, the secondary part of the grounded crit does a lot of posture damage with Stone and often guard breaks or sets up additional combos. It's nice and it's worth running. In summary, if you want a gimmick to play around with, go Tears of the Edenkite. If you want a good crit, pick up Nemesis, and if you want a good overall weapon, just use Stone. There's options for everyone, but that's my take. Share your thoughts down below and make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for 80k subs, and there's something special that I'm cooking, and let's aim for 85k. Thanks again, it's Punchin' time.